Hey guys, it is morning of day 105, and I think I'm only going to do about 9 today. I really got to keep my miles down. My knee was acting up yesterday. I don't like the feeling of that. That was a different kind of feeling. I don't like it at all. So definitely keeping my miles down and just plugging away. As long as the knee holds out and the math works out, you know, percentage left of distance versus percentage left of time, I'll continue to stay out here as long as Karen continues to support me. What a great wife. Thanks, Karen. I mean, it may take me the better part of a year to get this done. And she's really good about it. She's just like, I'll support you. That's great. I don't know how many wives would do that. Anyway, about 9 today. I did 10, I think, yesterday. And man, did it rain last night. That was the hardest rain I've had yet. And the tent got wet. I think it was just, I was on a tent pad, and Hurt Line Creek is where I was at, where that dam was at. That was a pretty cool little place. I like that, but you got to hike into it. There were some day hikers and stuff there. There was a couple of dads that showed up with their kids. You know, middle school age. And they were running around having fun. And during the middle of the rain, they were just a little ways down from me, maybe 50 feet down the hill. You could hear some hollering. And having been in that position with Garrett many a time, I can tell you what was happening. Their tent was leaking, and it was leaking pretty bad by the hollering. That was funny. Anyway, yeah, my tent got wet, so I started a little bit later today, and drying everything out. Oh, I ran into a couple people that I had been hiking with in the Smokies until I pulled off. A couple of girls, Turbo and Frog, and great kids. They were the ones that I was hiking with in the Smokies who got up early and headed out. And it was good to see them. I forgot to get a picture with them. God dang it. Anyway, they were booking it. I was just sitting there taking a break in my chair, and they're like, "Chairman!" I did not expect to see them. So that was good. I enjoyed that. They said the other lady that we were been hiking with, Otter, she had to get off. Boy, I did not expect that. She was a little beast out here. But I guess time constraints and stuff, she had to get off. Anyway, that is the plan for today. We'll see how things go. Don't know if you can see it. I took a picture, but it probably won't work. But 1755, site of Fort Retreat Snyder, a lookout post to warn of the approach of enemies in the French and Indian War. I can't even read the bottom part, so I'm sure that's not going to come across. Anyway, that's funny to see that right here in the middle of the trail. Hey guys, so it is the end of day 105, and I am tented up at Eagle Nest Shelter Site. This is a pretty cool place. I'd say of all the shelters of all I stayed at, all the campsites, this is probably the most wide open. I like, you can camp anywhere. It's just all over the place. And just all kinds of places to tent. We got one neighbor over there. He said he had one neighbor over there. And there's a few guys at the shelter down there. It's pretty nice. This is a beautiful area. Just these ash trees are so wonderful. But you saw what we went through earlier today, where there was just ferns going up and just a few trees sticking up. So that's caused by the emerald ash borer. So it's a bug that came over from Asia. It kills ash trees. It's killing all the ash trees in the country. Just decimating the entire population of ash trees. We had a bunch at our place in West Virginia. It took them all out within just a few years. When we bought the place, it looked like this. It was just beautiful. You know, it puts this canopy up top. It blocks other things from growing. But once that borer gets in, it just kills them all. And then it grows up and it looks like it did earlier today. It was about 3 miles of that I hiked through.
And it'll be over here in a couple of years. They're probably already in here chewing up the bark. It's sad, but anyway, I'm gonna hike another, I think it's just 8 or 9 tomorrow to get to Port Clinton, and then I'll zero the next day. I gotta tell you, this 9 to 10 miles, it's hard to just hold back, but boy, it sure is nice to get to camp at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon in a beautiful area like this, just chilling out. This is pretty nice. But the knee gave a little bit issue today, but not too bad. I think it liked the 9 or 10 mile day, nice and slow. So that's what we're doing today. All done. Looking forward to 106, and see you guys later.
Morning, guys. Day 106, and moving along. So yesterday, stayed at that Eagle's Nest shelter. I gotta remember that one. That was the most zen shelter I've ever stayed at in my life. Man, that was equal to any place I've stayed at yet. It was just so peaceful. It's just like any stress on you, it's gone when you're done there. That's fantastic. So knocked out 10 yesterday, a little over. You know, I got up there to the shelters, some locals, just, you know, section hiking, day hiking. And there was a lady in there, and I was like, she looks familiar. Because I've seen so many people that that I used to hike with down in you know, North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia. Because I jumped ahead and waited a couple weeks, a month, a little over a month. And so I'm seeing a lot of people that I used to hike with, and she looked familiar. So I was like, you know, I was talking to her. I said, you through hiker? And she goes, yeah. And I said, we hiked together down south? And she goes, no. She goes, but I have a YouTube channel. And I'm like, okay. So I was like, wait a minute. I looked at it a little closer. I was like, I think I have seen some of your YouTube channels. And so I looked it up. Yeah, Laura Ashley, I think her YouTube channel, Swift. Her YouTube channel, Swift. So I got a picture with her. I'll put it up. Super nice lady. Super nice. Really enjoyed talking to her. Oh, she was telling me about when I get up to New Jersey, which New Jersey's only about 80 miles from here. She's like, when you get to New Jersey, she said you can have a sub sandwich for dinner every night and for every morning, because you're always camping next to a sub shop somewhere, some mom and pop sub shop. They're everywhere down there or up there. Oh, okay, that's cool. So less weight in the pack. That was pretty funny. She's flip-flopping and doing all, so she was good for advice on what's going up north. And okay, so today I'm doing 9, but I got a hike into town. I'm gonna stay at a hotel tonight, resupply. And so it'll probably be like 11, 12, something like that today. It'll be good. It's a beautiful morning. I actually got a little chilly last night. I actually had to put on some socks. It was chilly last night. Anyway, beautiful day today. Hitting it. Couldn't ask for more. You guys take care. How old do you think this rail station is? Well, since you probably didn't have time to read that, I did. I scanned through it looking for the numbers. That rail station is, oh crap, what did I say? 37 years, 42 years old. 42 years old. That's how old that rail station is. Not very old. Here in Port Clinton, Pennsylvania. Whew. Was a nice day today compared to the way it's been. It's nice. All right, well, I'm gonna sign off, head into town and grab some real food, and then take a zero tomorrow and get back out on, what is this today? Today's Saturday. Yeah, today's Saturday. And I'll get back out on Monday. Whew. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I am hoofing it on the John Bartram Trail, which takes me from Port Clinton, where the trail heads to Durham, Pennsylvania. It's a couple miles to go get some lunch. There's those little history things. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? The railroad one, and then that rock one that just popped out of nowhere. It says, "How old do you think it is?" I just breezed through it. It says it's those rocks were formed 220 million years before dinosaurs even walked. That's just cool. I like stuff like that. All right. I don't know. It looked cool. I thought I'd share. Bye. Oh shoot, I was hoping to cut over that way. There's a road over that way. It takes me right to Five Guys. But I guess I gotta go an extra mile out of the way. Don't want to do any trespassing.